Walking up the driveway, there's that stand of white pine. This is the old driveway. A lot of trees I haven't picked up yet. You can see the piles, the rows of piles. Not those big ones right there. Those are trees they haven't cut. So there's the fork in the road. That's to the blacktop. That's the old road. They opened that back up to get back in through so they don't have to drive on the blacktop. And again, you can see sunlight. Those trees haven't seen sunlight in who knows how long. But that's good because that's going to help them grow. The blacktop is just on the other side of those downed trees. I'm walking up the old driveway that we never really used up to the point where we go in to shoot the guns. A lot of deer tracks in here, which is pretty cool. Happy to see that. These guys have been in here like crazy. That open space right there is where we shoot our guns. Hopefully this video is turning out okay. So, right here's the turn-in to where we shot guns. You can see these are all thinned out right here. Nothing with yellow stripes are on any of these. You can see that row, how they've they're not really stacked it, they're just kind of dropping it in a row though, which is nice. Little pile there. Dad's concerned about some of the bigger chunks that they're leaving. He's going to ask them about that on Monday. They got to come in and get these out yet. These are the Austrian pine here. And then that's Howell that way. And if you look this way, that goes all the way to those smaller pines where our trail is. And you can see this area here is where we shoot guns. Obviously won't be shooting guns there this year unless they clean that out. I'm walking on the trail that leads down to where we shot guns. They did clear it out so we'd have a straight shot. But they need to get these out of here first. Which is what they're going to start doing next week. I don't even know if I can walk through there. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to go up and around. Okay, so I got through there. Breathing heavier now. But that was the open area. Then if you go this way, you can see those yellow marks on the tree. They haven't trimmed those. All those with yellow will be gone. And then the big cutter, all that you see in between there, that was all Austrian. Everything you see laying on the ground is all Austrian. They're taking all of that. Okay, I'm gonna head this way now. I'm walking east right now. You can see they got this Austrian out of here. Right down there is that little pond between us and Howell. And then this is the second piece of, this is the third or fourth row of Austrian. You can see they went right up through there. And this one goes all the way to Dad's blind. His bow blind, where his bow blind tree stand was. And then that's the edge. Apple orchard is over there. And I have no idea how I'm going to get through there. Okay, so this is amazing. Right through here is that corner that we would walk through to get to the apple orchard back there. And this was that little area that just kind of popped out. Uncle Bert's blind is down there somewhere. And obviously half of this was Austrian. So that's what they took out there. All those have yellow marks on them. So I'm going to assume those are all red pine that they're going to come back and thin out. So they won't be taking all of these, but they'll be taking about 40% of them. So I'm just walking alongside the last trail. I can't even walk in there because they haven't picked up the trees yet. But you see these two stripes on the trees, the vertical stripes. This is where they're going to come down with one of the cutters and then thin out these yellow ones. Anything without a stripe, they leave. Anything, oh, I just spooked 2 deer over there. They're running away. Now see, that's a good sign. They've been cutting this for a week, and 2 deer, I just jumped bedding down right over there. Guy told me that they don't bother the deer too much. In fact, he said a lot of times they'll come in and eat these shoots that are down, or the tops of the trees, the needles, because they're softer up there. At least that's what he said. We'll see. Like I said, I did see some deer tracks back there, so that's kind of cool. Our normal trail is kind of covered up. Apparently that was part of the Austrian, so they got rid of that. I'm going to go up here now toward where Dad's blind is. So I'm on the far side of the pines, right by that horseshoe area. And if you look real close, we've never been able to see this before. You can see the house through the pines. That's how much they've thinned it out. So this is the next cut of Austrian. You can see from here, you can see it going all the way to the smaller pines. This you see way off in the distance. That's the smaller pines that we planted. That's where they stop. I guess it's shorter on this side. Dad's blind is right in there. You go that way to his blind. But you can see they opened it up. I'm guessing everything to the right is all red pine, but I thought that was Austrian all the way to the edge. So I just realized by walking down there that Dad's blind is somewhere behind this mess. So we're gonna have to do some trimming to get his blind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, his blind's right back there somewhere. They'll have all these trees out of here though. It'll make it a little easier. Okay, I found the path to Dad's blind. The cabin's over that way. There it is. Comes up this way. And then we used to walk straight in there. So they're pretty close. Those logs are pretty close to his blind. Because they were just on the other side of that. Well, the good part is they knocked down all that autumn olive. But I honestly can't even get over there. So I don't know what it looks like. Interesting. Alright, I found Dad's blind. Coming in is a little bit difficult. You ain't gonna like that, but they'll pull those trees out of there and that'll open up. I had to come in that way. It was ugly. So up there used to be the entrance to Dad's blind. Here's the path going up that little hill. Cutting through here. You can see the house now. Just gonna cut back across the trails. Obviously can't use the trails that we used to, but that goes all the way to the small pines. That was that one depression there, and unfortunately the boys don't have their fort anymore. That's where their fort used to be. Say bye to the fort. Maybe the girls can remake it. Like I said, still a lot of trees down. They're coming in. They can take these things up super quick. But yep, man, there's the house. And here's the view from the back of the garage. You can see it's thinned out. You can see in there's a lot of trees that have not seen light for a long time that are seeing light.